if you love M3s like I do, this is the car to buy. So limited edition, 1 of 500, last of the M3s. This is a convertible variant in the best colour with probably the best interior, low mileage, great provenance. Let's get into the car and see what we're buying. We're talking low mileage, so we're talking 46,000 miles. We're talking fantastic service history, and importantly for its next owner, this has just had a full health check and a diff rebuild at BMW, 4.5-ish. Virtually new back tyres and front tyres, which are Michelin Pilot Sport. So again, great tyres. And the car itself just drives exactly like you would think a 46,000 mile M3 would. Presents exceptionally well. And as I said in the intro, in the best colour. I mean, you cannot beat this colour combination for an M3. And these cars are just going to go skyrocket in price. Everything else like this has, and this is going to follow suit. If you want to buy an M3 as an investment car, you're not going to find better than the last ones built with the special edition badge and all the provenance that this car has got. So being that BMW M3 convertible, we've got the hard roof, which folds into the sections and disappears into the back. And I think this car looks equally superb with the roof up or the roof down. And obviously with the weather we're having at the moment, you're going to get the best of both worlds. We get some rain, and then we have heat wave number 8, 9 and 10 coming. And then roof up is the reverse. And obviously when that roof is up, effectively you've got a coupe. It's not quite the same, but effectively you've got a coupe in this car, which I think is one of the appeals of an M3. The sort of rag top versions, if you like, are probably not as appealing, especially with the weather that we have in this country sometimes. So there's the roof up. So all the roof aficionados can see the roof functions exactly as it should. It's lovely and smooth. No knocks, no bangs, nothing else at all. Interior wise, we've got, I think this is called coral leather. With all the features, as I said, they will all be on the listing. And just to prove that we are talking about the right car, M3 Limited Edition, 1 of 500. Interior is in awesome condition for a car of this age, and obviously you can see the interior wear matches up exactly with what you'd expect for the mileage on the car. So typical M3s that have been abused would be littered in stone chips across this bonnet. Excuse Mr. Flying my way. And as you can see, we have very little in the way of stone chips. And even when I come down to the front bumper here, we've got very little in the way of stone chips on here. There is the odd one that you can see there, but nothing dramatic at all. Odd little mark here and there, but this car has literally just been ceramic coated, had a full machine polish, and looks an absolute $1 million. Again, just need to bear in mind when I say that, this is not a brand new car. So we're not talking about something that is brand new, but it is in exceptional condition. And as I come round to the driver's side, you can see again, these suffer quite a lot with chips down on the lower section of the sill guards and all the other bits and pieces. But this is just, as I said, represents the miles that the car has done, because it is a low mileage example and looks exactly as you would expect it to. And if I just pan out to that iconic front end on the car, I mean, imagine that coming up in your rear view mirror at whatever speed you want to be doing. So if you haven't driven an M3 with a V8 in, it is a very visceral experience and requires a proper driver. So non-turbocharged engine, you need to be right up in the revs all the time. When you're just cruising like we are now, we haven't really got a lot. And then when you put your foot down, you get up in those revs and off it goes. So proper driver's car. The gearbox in this car gets a little bit of stick, but I think if you can drive, you can drive with this car. Interior wise, everything's all good in here. And I think that, as I've said a couple of times, this is an iconic BMW. This car is iconic because it is one of the last of this car. very low mileage, as I've said, and is just a peach of a car for somebody to buy. So everything will be on the website, all the specs, service history, everything will be on the website. Don't forget about that diff that's just been done as well, and hopefully I'm not going to run this person over. Yeah, don't forget the diff that's been done. Serious buyers only on this car, so I don't want people messaging me saying, can I come and have a test drive, or I'll give you 13 grand for it, or whatever. Serious people only. You know you're a serious buyer. You're going to want to invest in this car. It ain't going to go down in price. We're talking skyrocket. Probably not as exciting as a 430 manual Ferrari, for example, but these cars are definitely not going down in price. So will be an investment. Drop an inquiry, and as I said, this is going to be sold to a proper person because they know exactly what they're buying. If you're a proper person, drop me an inquiry and you can buy a wonderful car.